Hey guys, this is AskJoshy, and this video is just going to be some quick and dirty tips for attacking on King's Row. Some of these tips will come into play on defense as well, but you'll see what I mean. So here, starting out in the attacker spawn on King's Row, you can start out as Hanzo. This is something I like to do pretty often as an attacker. You can just shoot down into the statue and you can see generally where the defense is set up. That arrow right there, that spot, covers generally everything behind that wall and even sometimes catches people behind that wall. You can just kind of shoot and see different areas right at the beginning just to unveil the enemy team's defensive setup, and then immediately, or you can also shoot a scatter arrow, don't forget, and you can try to get a kill that way. If you can get a cheap kill, a really quick pick like that, you can then just hop back down super fast, switch to whoever you want to, and then just run out the door. So I have shown this tip before in Hot Shots episode, but that's basically it. Basically, you can just start the game as either a Widowmaker or Hanzo on that top spawn, try to get a quick pick very quickly, and then you can just hop back down and pick whatever other character you want to. Sometimes, if you do get a pick, it's best to hop down, pick Winston or D.Va, so that you can actually very quickly get all the way to the point. Okay, so here's another tip on how to actually get any starting hero. Any hero can start on this top platform, this top exit of King's Row. All you've got to do is select Mei, stand on this really weird spot here, boost yourself up, switch very quickly to whoever, and before the wall runs out, just hop over. So it does require some speed, but you can get any character in the game up here on this top platform, even ones that can't climb or jump or grapple hook up here. So just you know, maybe not even the most useful thing in the world, but a quick and dirty tip that you could surprise someone with. For example, Bastion can get up here and just shoot down freely at the point or at the defensive setup. Okay guys, this is going to be a mobility tip for Tracer here on attacking King's Row. I have turned cooldowns down to 0 just to be able to better illustrate what I'm doing, but essentially you're going to be able to do this with regular cooldowns as well. You can double jump over to the bus just to quickly get into the theater, or you can, you know, triple charge all the way over here, but it's going to take a little longer to get your charges back to do this jump that we're about to perform. So obviously this flanking route over to the right side, these steps are obscured by this giant building from anyone set up over here in the hotel or even on the point, or most snipers. Sometimes the sniper will be posted up over here, but basically this is a pretty common flanking route people are pretty familiar with. But with Tracer, you can actually jump 3 rushes, 3 charges forward, 3 blinks forward, whatever you want to call it, and you can actually reach this ledge over here and immediately reach a sniper if they're over here, or continue on to the back of the point, and you're in the back of the point in seconds. It's very, very difficult to keep track of a Tracer who just immediately out of the gate is already shooting at your healers or your Widow. It very much disrupts the defensive setup that normally takes place over here, and the rest of your team should have an easier time trickling in at least. So pretty good Tracer jump there. Taught to me by Lathina in the closed beta, one of the Tracer mains that you'll run into out in the world. Alright, now I'm going to show you another jump that typically comes into play while playing Tracer here on King's Row Attack. You can actually triple jump all the way over to that area where these snipers hang out. Let me see if I can actually do it here on the first try. Yep, 3 charges, 3 blinks, that's all it takes, and then you can just toss your pulse bomb down. You can easily jump down here and start picking off healers. If there's a Widowmaker up there, you can force her off of her ledge as well. So that's another great triple jump that you can do with Tracer here on King's Row. Okay, next we're going to deal with this jump underneath the sniper ledge, underneath the cubby here, that you can actually do with several characters. Pharah is probably the easiest, as she essentially just jumps under and launches back up. But you can see the application there. Being able to sneak up on the back line, if they're holding this corner, for example, or they're up here, or they're in the shelf over here, if they're basically just peeking from this angle, defending, and you happen to walk through boxes, jump under the pit, and then leap up on the other side, sometimes you can nail them with a juicy barrage, or you can at least disrupt them enough to allow your team to push the payload a little bit. You can also make this jump with Winston and Genji. Okay, now I'm going to attempt to illustrate this same jump with Genji. It is a little bit more difficult, but you can, with practice, eventually get there. So you can also do it from the defensive side. Let's see if I can do it without dying. Don't forget, he can also wall climb, so if you do happen to catch the ledge, you will be able to climb up to safety. Alright, now we're going to demonstrate as Winston. This one's a little tricky. You need to know the angles a little bit better. And you might need a lot more experience with Winston learning how to actually make that jump. The angles are the trickiest part here for Winston and knowing exactly where that hole is. On defense, I would not advise actually using this trick because the hole on the other side is much, much smaller than this hole on the attacking side. D.Va is the basically last character that I think can make this jump reliably, and it's pretty simple because she does have the ability to fly for 2 full seconds. So very, very easy to get into that backline and just start shredding whatever backline happens to be there. So that's going to be it for this King's Row video of just some quick tips, a couple of good tracer jumps, a little trick there with the jump underneath to the backline, and that trick at the beginning of the game where you can pick whatever hero and try to get some free picks at the beginning of the game as Widow or Hanzo before falling back to switch places. Now check out the map callouts video for King's Row, and I'll be back soon with some more tips on this map and many others. Thanks, guys.